In this specific case study, Sienna, a 12-year-old girl, lives in an affluent area of Melbourne which has great implications for the opportunities available to her due to her high socioeconomic status. The implications of a high SES would grant her greater access to resources and opportunities as opposed to individuals living in lower socioeconomic circumstances. Living in a prosperous area would furthermore offer different cultural funds of knowledge for different students, which delivers varied social contexts for informing, assisting, and supporting the teacher's work. Sienna evidently has very good fundamental movement skills, as she may have attended and continues to attend a well-resourced school with a specialised physical education teacher or teachers. Despite this, the testing aligns with the findings discussed by Lander et al. 2016 that girls tend to be underskilled in many areas of FMS due to inadequate assessment for this age group. Sienna's age is a consideration when designing and implementing her program, as her level of physical activity supports that she is beyond the elementary stage of her developing her fundamental skills and now requires further advancement of the skills in which she was ranked low in her assessment to ensure she becomes competent and confident. As our subject, Sienna's results from the standing broad jump classified her in the 25th percentile, it is apparent that her leg, muscular power, and muscular strength require improvement if she is to be selected in the inter-school athletics team. The PE teacher should outline the lesson content and make sure that Sienna knows what the aim of the activities are and ensure that any safety concerns in the environment are to be addressed. Since the aim is for Sienna to improve her leg strength for triple jump and long jump, a number of drills that aim to improve her performance should be implemented in the lesson plan. For example, Sienna could perform the entire triple and long jump routines, which the PE teacher may video so that Sienna is able to identify key areas of her technique that require attention. The PE teacher could break the skill down into a series of smaller steps for Sienna, allowing her to refine and improve her technique for both triple jump and long jump. Sienna may find it difficult to string all the individual movements of long jump or triple jump together into one sequential movement. To combat this, the PE teacher could show videos of professional long jumpers or triple jumpers executing the skill in a video clip so that Sienna has a better idea of what the skill entails what it physically looks like. If Sienna is finding the instructions of the activity to be particularly hard to understand, step her through the key instructions again and utilize demonstrations where possible to assist her with her understanding. Ask if she understands the purpose of the activity. Simply asking her, "Does that make sense?" can be effective and worthwhile. If Sienna is still unclear as to how an activity should be performed, demonstrate the skill in a step-by-step fashion so that it is easy for her to follow the steps involved. If Sienna is finding the plyometric exercises too challenging, outline a series of alternative exercises that still target the leg muscles but to a lesser degree. For example, instead of jump squats and jump lunges, students could instead perform standard body weight squats and lunges. There may also be some students in the class who are injured, in which case you should try to involve them in the activities in any way possible. For example, get them to observe their peers to ensure that everyone has the correct technique, or they could provide constructive feedback to their peers performing the exercises. In contrast, if Sienna is finding the task too easy, challenge her by giving her a score out of 10 or by timing her. Sienna is said to be a highly motivated individual, so it may be worth asking her to complete a number of exercises and drills outside of school in order for her to improve her performance even further. For example, you could ask her to find 10 minutes each day to do some leg/plyometric exercises. Jump lunges, block jumps, squat jumps, skipping, running, wall sits, etc. And/or to perform the entire triple jump/long jump routine on every second day. If she follows these recommendations, Sienna will go a long way to improving her leg strength and power and ultimately increasing her chances of being selected in the inter-school athletics team. To ensure that Sienna has been listening to the instructions of the activity, Ask her to tell you what the main aim of the game is. This will allow you to gauge whether Sienna has been listening and that she knows what she has to do. Sienna should be able to identify that the warm-up activities used similar muscle groups to those used in long jump and triple jump, namely the quadriceps, hamstrings, the hip muscles, and hip flexors. As we have broken down the long and triple jump activities, we must ask Sienna if breaking the skill down into smaller steps was helpful for her. Ask Sienna, was the triple jump / long jump skill easier when we broke it down into smaller chunks? And do you now feel more confident with triple jump / long jump after going through each of the individual steps involved? If so, Sienna should be better able to perform the complete long jump or triple jump sequence. If she didn't find this to be helpful, ask her why this is the case and see if she has any alternatives as to what would help her to grasp the fundamental skills of triple jump and/or long jump. A simple yet effective way of warming up students before performing leg exercises is a game of knee tag, where each student tries to reach for the opposite student's knee and tag them. This is a fun yet effective way of warming up students' legs before they perform exercises. More effective ways of warming up the legs and lower body are exercises such as plyometric exercises. Here we see a subject doing some jump rope or skipping in order to warm up the legs in preparation for long jump or triple jump. Similar to the knee tag game, another type of tag could be squat tag, where students aim to tag their partner, but who can avoid being tagged by squatting down for 3 seconds at a time. Each time a person is tagged, they swap and become the other tagger or squatter. Another plyometric exercise that can be undertaken to reduce the risk of injury are these squat lunges. So, carried out, they can greatly reduce the risk of injury when performing long. Similar to the jump lunges, squat jumps can be an effective way of warming up the gluteus maximus and the lower leg muscles in order to perform tasks such as long and triple jump. These can be effective as the landing process replicates the squat jump, and this can greatly reduce injury. Another leg strengthening exercise that can be carried out during the lesson plan could be box jumps, or finding something that replicates a box. Here we see the subject jumping up and multiple times making an effort and strengthening his leg muscles. If a similar lesson plan is put in place for consecutive weeks, students will be able to strengthen their leg muscles. Here we see a subject and his fellow friend measuring the length of the standing broad jump. They will follow up this fitness test at the conclusion of the lesson plan, and in a few weeks they will check for progress and advancements. This specific activity, where a student chooses a partner, will allow the student to find out which is their predominant leg and the leg that they will use to leap off in long jump and triple jump. It is specifically important that before the event is undertaken, such as long jump or triple jump, that a warm-up, sort of replicating the activity, is taken. Here we see the student taking long strides in an attempt to replicate the activity that will be undertaken. The student then familiarises themselves with the landing phase and jumping phase of long jump, as they take long strides towards their target and leap and practice their land. If the subject struggles with their landing, they may also replicate the landing phase by doing a standing start and leaping forward and practicing their safe land while stationary. Moving into triple jump, the first sequence of the triple jump would be the hop. So here we see the student practicing their hop phase. In the next step of the triple jump process, the subject will then familiarise themselves with the changing of legs from the hop to the step. Here we see the subject doing so. We now encourage the athlete to move on to the last phase of the triple jump. This is putting in a maximum effort and leaping as far as they can throughout the 3 sequences, the hop, step, and the jump, as seen in these frames. At the end of the training program, the subject can be retested to evaluate whether their performances in the PE classes have improved their ability to perform well in the given fitness test. If they have performed well and improved, we know that our lesson template and lesson plans have been a success. Summing up, that concludes our audiovisual presentation on our given case study, Sienna. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening. Thank you.